Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of JLD Reactions. Today we're going to be watching, let's see what it's called. It's kind of a long name, so give me a second. The Vampire Diaries, Auditions, Behind the Scenes, and Bloopers, all in one. So today we're going to be watching that, which will be really cool. I really love watching behind the scenes stuff, and I also really enjoy watching auditions because if you know anything about me, you know I live in the Southeast, I live in New Orleans, and there is an acting market here, which I have been in for like the last 7 years. Um, but so it's a little bit different than Los Angeles. It's probably not it's definitely not as competitive as Los Angeles, but at the same time, a lot of the processes are the same. You still have to get headshots, resume, demo reel. You got to get an agent. You got to go to audition with the casting directors. Yada yada. It's a lot of the same stuff, and even then, it's still pretty hard to book. Um, the book means that you got the job, whatever. So anyway, I just genuinely enjoy watching behind the scenes stuff. So let's get to it, guys. And before we get started, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell. Okay, guys, let's get started.
The very first thing the network said to us was, don't worry about stars. You don't need stars. You don't need name casting. You don't need stunt casting.
Oh, did I mention I've also auditioned for this show? Lots of times I used to audition for it all the time. Well, it was self-tape, but at least they would request me, so.
Who you want to bring these characters to life, because you've got books and you've got a genre that people are already into, and so we've got our hook. The show is the hook.
This is one of the best casts I've ever had. I mean, I have been super lucky in my career to have, such good ensemble cast. I struck gold with the Dawson's Creek cast, and I feel like this one is another example of striking gold.
There's nothing really glamorous about the audition life. If you're an actor watching this, you know.
So Grams tells me how I'm psychic because we're descendants of the Celtic Druids. I know. It's crazy, right? I wasn't buying it either until I remembered my
The whole auditioning process was pretty, it was long and difficult, and it really made us work for it.
Oh man, it was definitely a big process.
It's one of the most exciting / nerve-wracking things ever.
That's the crazy thing about this job and the business. It could just everything just changes so quickly.
The stakes are really high, because you realize if I screw this up, I'm not going to get this show.
The whole casting process of Vampire Diaries has been interesting.
Went in, you hope for the best, you do the work outside the room. It's not something like, oh, I got discovered at a supermarket. I envy the actors that have it like that. No, I just auditioned like the hundreds of other people.
You might find you here holding court.
When I first heard that they were casting for Vampire Diaries, I knew it was based off a book, and I went and I bought it.
I read the first 4 novels.
I really wanted to get that source material. I really wanted to make sure that I had as much sort of knowledge as I could possibly attain.
I actually didn't know about the Vampire Diaries series. I don't know how. Everyone else seemed to know about it.
I'm sorry, Jenna. About your sister.
Casting the rest of our supporting characters, believe it or not, the ensemble was very, very, very easy.
No, I mean, yeah, sort of. I saw you fall.
I actually originally went in for Damon, and I got the meeting, and Ken was like, that was great, but why are you here for Damon?
Zach came in and wasn't really right for Stefan, definitely wasn't right for Damon, and then we said he should be Tyler, because Tyler's a jerk. He's a real badass.
Get away.
And to see Zach do that would be awesome.
After some talks with Kevin, I told him that I really liked Matt, and
He can play Tyler.
because I haven't got to play that many nice guys.
We looked at those pretty blue eyes and the way he smiles.
He picked Matt over Tyler. I feel like Tyler's role would be more exciting to play, but nah, never mind. But I can see him playing Tyler as well.
We said, okay, that can be Matt. Absolutely. On the second day of casting, and had the part pretty much once he walked out of the room.
Come on, stop. You gotta chill out, okay? I love the character Jeremy. He had all these pent-up issues. He had addiction problems. He was fighting against the world at all times.
That was one of the simpler roles to cast.
Walk away, Gilbert. It's your final warning.
No, this is your final warning, Dick. I'm sick of watching you play Vicky. If you hurt her one more time, I swear to God, I will kill you.
This is Jeremy.
Black Cobra is death. No, wait.
Katarina Graham, who's just this like bubbly light of wonderful, beautiful energy, came in, and she had that part right away.
Yes! Jesus, Tyler. What the hell's that?
Sorry.
I went in a few times in the audition room, met with Kevin and Julie, and discussed certain roles and where they thought that I felt in better.
Michael Trevino's a terrific actor. He's very skilled, he's very talented, he's very well trained, and he's capable of almost anything.
Michael Trevino, when he came in and read for Tyler, he's just perfect. He embodies that arrogant, privileged bully really well.
And it wasn't, given to me. I definitely had to fight for Tyler.
Don't look so down. You can have it when I'm done.
So we had this wonderful, easy time casting the rest of the show. And then there was Elena, Stefan, and Damon. We didn't want to necessarily cast the boys until we knew for sure we had the girl, and we couldn't completely cast the girl until we sort of knew we had the boys. And so it was one of those, which comes first?
It was definitely a long process.
Yeah, it's trying to be an understatement.
Nina Dobrev was the first person who had her part of the threesome.
Once we sort of zeroed in on her, it was done. It was done. She was Elena.
When I first got the part and it was announced that I was playing Elena, so many people were outraged that I wasn't blonde, and they were saying she would dye her hair, like, this can't be possible.
L.J. Smith, the novelist of the Vampire Diaries, spends a lot of time talking about Elena's beautiful blonde hair, and everybody who knew the books first always saw Elena with blonde hair.
Well, not exactly the case right here.
And truthfully, when we set out to cast Elena, we were hoping we would find a beautiful blonde actress to become our Elena.
I absolutely 100% understand why fans were upset that Elena wasn't blonde. That being said, we have to build a television series that can run for
but guys,
many
I don't
years.
really care because I think Nina Dobrev's doing an incredible job as Elena. She really has that thing that you just want to like take care of her, and it works really well with Damon and Stefan and everybody wanting to protect her. And she can also switch it up and be strong when need be, So they made the right choice. The actor doesn't always have to look like the person in the book.
And somewhere in the midst of all that, we got a call saying that Ian Somerhalder would be interested in talking about the role of Damon.
His whole journey of being cast was, another whole story.
It was about 7 days or 10 days of just really intense meetings and nail chewing, and because when you want something, you want it.
Why are you here?
Stressful.
The very same question, but I'm fairly certain that your answer could be summed up in one little word.
I remember him when he was on Lost. That's how I knew Ian Somerhalder. And he's actually from Mandeville, Louisiana, which is right across the lake from New Orleans. Or Covington, one of those places. Yeah, so I knew him from Lost. And then they killed him off, and I was pissed.
Anyhow.
He came in, and he met with us, and we talked to him, and we were convinced this was our guy, total home run. And then he went in front of the studio and the network to get the job officially.
Kevin and Julie in the studio, they were all fighting for us, who they wanted.
But the minute we cast him, everybody came out of the woodwork. Press, bloggers, internet, like, oh my God, perfect choice. And I think that set everybody's mind at ease.
You must be Elena. I'm Damon, Stefan's brother.
He didn't tell me he had a brother.
Well, Stefan's not one to brag. Please, come. I'm sure Stefan will be along any second.
He is so good in this part that thinking of anybody else in that role, you just can't even consider it.
Hello, brother.
Damon.
The very last role to be cast of our series was Stefan.
For the pilot and the TV series to work, the relationship between Elena and Stefan had to be magic.
It's such an ordeal.
We had Nina Reed opposite, probably 30, 40.
Dude, they nailed it with the casting of Stefan and Elena. Well, all three of them, of course. Everybody. But they definitely nailed it because even, I'm not even one to get involved in, like, TV relationships. But, like, Stefan and Elena, they play their parts so well. I want their love to last. Kind of like Buffy and Angel.
50, I don't even know. Too many different guys.
I'm sorry, were you going somewhere?
Yeah, I was just heading to see some friends, but did you want to come?
Sure. It was quite the process.
We saw Paul Wesley probably, I think he came in 9 times.
I just remember he had this sort of old soul, historic feeling about him. He's very brooding and you just know that he's lived.
Originally, they asked me to read for Damon. And I gladly, went to read for Damon, but I always had this, like, in my mind, Stefan was a character that I wanted to play.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I was about to knock.
So then he came in and read for Stefan halfway through casting for Peter Roth at Warner Brothers, and Peter said, "That's your guy." Okay, like, is that our guy? And Kevin was like, "I don't know, is that our guy?" I'm like, "He is our guy. Like, we gotta shoot."
It was about a week in that Paul Wesley did his first scene.
It's the scene where Elena was running in the cemetery, and he's there out of nowhere.
Were you following me?
And the sun's just hitting him so perfectly, and his eyes are beautifully green, and he's just staring at her, and she's staring up at him.
I'm Elena.
I'm Stefan.
I know. We have history together.
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Kevin and I both went, he's our guy. He is our guy. Oh my God, he is our guy.
The look on her face, the way they connected in those moments, that's what worked for me.
I said to myself, this is phenomenal. There is real chemistry between Paul Wesley and
They
Nina
hated
Dobrev.
Frankly, I can only apologize.
But the thing is, supposedly they didn't like each other, or at least she didn't like him. Or something. There was tension between them, but that tension worked.
Guys, to the world for...
And then we had this little Striker Extreme shenanigan thing.
This is it.
So this set is the Miss Grill bar, and it actually used to be a real bar where we shot in Vancouver, the pilot. So when we moved to Atlanta, we had to rebuild the entire stage and this entire bar based on the one in Vancouver. So you can exit through here, except that that's just the back of a set. There's actually nothing out there. But I promise you, these gumball machines really work. In fact, I think I kind of want Skittles.
Sometimes I do background work on, like, TV shows, because I just want to be on set. And, like, I do background work for NCIS, and they have the best set, because they have best crafty, everybody's friendly, good, they treat their people well. But yeah, it's so cool to, like, that bar, it's on a studio. They have a bar in NCIS New Orleans, and it's on a studio lot. But you can't tell. But it's really cool. It's just a really cool experience. If you can do extra work, do it. Just for fun. I mean, you might get treated like shit, but you really won't, just as long as you stay out of the way and pay attention to what's going on.
Ugh. Look at that. So it looks like not many people have been using these in a very long time because they're really gross and dusty, and I'm just gonna put that up there and go to craft service and get some actual candy.
What makes this scene amazing is the Dobrev boots and the legs. It's really about the legs, but the boots are amazing as well. She's so fabulous.
See that man right there and those wires on the floor? That is Bonnie's magic.
Not my spot.
The doors are going to miraculously shut because Bonnie's magic shuts the doors.
My magic.
It has nothing to do with those two men standing over there.
Okay.
Door.
That was horrible.
You only used your left hand.
Yeah.
Door.
Hi, this is Matt Davis.
And Katarina Graham.
Katarina Graham from the Vampire Diaries. I just wanted to introduce you to some footage that I shot and some of our cast shot. She didn't shoot anything. Don't point it at her. Anyway, I just want to send all my love and gratitude to the fans and the creators of the show for giving us a remarkable opportunity. So I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, what a lovely day in the backyard of the Gilbert's house. What you reading, love?
Shakespeare.
Shakespeare. Which play?
Comedy of errors.
Comedy of errors?
What's the accent that
I
we're
have
doing?
no idea.
Comedy of errors.
One more time.
I made a deal with Elijah. Sorry, I'm gonna have to do it again. Stefan, I made a deal with Klaus. No, not Klaus.
I thought the friend something. All you have to do is touch Mason Lockwood again. Find out if he gave the.
It's the same as the vervain Elena gave you. What am I talking about? One more time, please.
Zach, throw your signs out of your pocket, please.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I as well.
Hey, where's my...
Sorry.
She just took a shit.
Hey, Ellie. Don't pout about it.
Okay. Ah!
Oh.
That's breaking apart.
Oh, whoa.
Hey.
That's breaking apart.
I said it's breaking apart. She just said that.
This is just not my day.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge. Yeah.
Hey, well, you want...
Oh my god! Sorry, guys. They're watching this in dailies?
Okay, guys. That was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed that a lot because, like I said, I really, 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 I gotta expand my vocabulary. I enjoy behind the scenes, bloopers, all that type of stuff. I watch that stuff all the time. So maybe if you guys like this, I can watch more of them. I don't know. But that was really fun. I really just love how everything for the show just came together, the magic of this show. This is just one of those shows where the casting is just really good and it all just works. You know what I'm saying? Good show, guys. Good show. Okay, that was fun. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Ciao.